Good morning, folks, and you find me today at the glorious Ludstone Hall, but I'm not here to look at Ludstone Hall. I'm here to look at the new addition to my Royal Enfield family, which is the Royal Enfield Bear 650, and I've just come out. Its first ride today. Just come out on it. We've done about 30 miles, 0 miles when I left home, so we've done about 30 miles, and I thought I'd let you have a look at it, see what you think. As it really is, I've gone for the yellow, which I've forgotten the name of already, which I'll put in the on the screen, and yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful. The colour is just incredible. The colourway with the blue seat and the yellow, and then the detailing. It's what swung it for me, actually. So let's have a little look round and see what you think. So yeah, you've probably seen lots of reviews. I say this is not a review channel, just showing you my thoughts on it, telling you a little bit about it from my personal perspective. So it's got the new TFT dash, which is great. It's the same as what's on my Gorilla. Really easy to read, really clear, and it's well sort of set up. So I really like the dash on the bike. For the first time, for a very long time, the mirrors work for me. The Mickey Mouse mirrors, they work for me, so I haven't got to change them. I can see what's behind me, and I think that's to do mainly with the width of the handlebars, which are reasonably wide. So I think that's what's why they're so suitable. Just love this half. So I'm guessing what they mean by that is 600 and a half or 650 cc. Lovely little bear symbol there on the tank. You know all about the forks, probably the shower forks, upside down forks. I haven't had any problems. It's very firm, but it's new, so you'd expect it to be. So yeah, really good. The 2-into-1 exhaust, very different from the two exhausts that were on the Interceptor. Lovely black, over the black MG case work, and the breaking up of it here with the Bear aluminium exhaust. I don't think I'm going to be changing it. Seems to be, makes a nice sound. We'll have a listen to that when we get back on the bike. I do like this. Looks really good. The seat, I think, well, the colour of the seat is, you know, so in fitting with the bike. Tyres, I haven't had any problems with them yet. What are they? Nile X. Yeah, they're alright. MRF. But yeah, I haven't really done anything to tell me how good they are yet. Just because I'm keeping below 4,000 revs. Yeah. In tail, I like the centre line. I'm not sure about the indicators. They seem a little bit too big, but a lot of people are saying that. But that's an easy fix. Grab rail, not sure whether I'm going to leave that on or not. Got a feeling it might look good with it off. We'll see. We'll take it off and have a look, and then put it back on if we like it. Foot pegs have got the rubber inserts. Lovely fit and finish. Can't complain at all about the fit and finish. It's lovely. 35.8 miles, so we're well on our way to 10% of the way to first service. From the front, do like the headlight. We've now got LEDs, so we've got a fighting chance of seeing where we're going in the dark. Mud guard, beautiful. So it's got like a little sort of it's a specs in it. It's lovely. And then the long sort of fender extender. You've got all your heat shielding, which is great. Heat shielding down here. This is very close to the, and so you're catching this with your boot all the time. I don't know whether that's going to be an issue or not. I don't think so. You just get used to it, I think. And there it is. I think it's an awesome machine, and we'll talk about it a bit more when we're on the road, because there's a few comparisons I probably want to make. Yeah, you got your oil cooler here. We'll probably put a belly pan on it, but I don't really want to do a lot with it. Wild honey is the colour. Just popped back into my head then. Wild honey. So there we go. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. So that's the Royal Enfield Bear 650. Oh, little tip for you when you're booking your insurance. People all the time saying they're having problems with insurance. One of the things I found is they couldn't find this when I rang them. I told them it was the Royal Enfield Bear 650 and they couldn't find it. So I said, is it under Royal Enfield Interceptor Bear 650? And when I told them that, he immediately found it. So just a little tip, if you have if your insurance company, when you're insuring, you have any problems, make sure they're looking for the Interceptor Bear 650 on the database, and that should solve your problem. So there you go. We'll take a few photographs and we'll get back on the road and we'll talk more about how I've ended up with it and what I think about it from a riding perspective. So I'll see you shortly. So there, how's that for a beautiful sight? Lovely. Perfect day to doing a bit of spot fishing. It's lovely. And Ludstone Hall over there, as you can see it, beautiful. So let's get back on the Bear and have a chat about it. I'll tell you where we are. Right, here we go. Oh. Oh, sounds lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So you've got the normal Royal Enfield start, stop, high, low beam. Not much to tell you there. Camera's recording. We'll head off. Oh, usual trick. We'll head off and have a look. Now this line here that we're going to go back along is going to be interesting. Line is a bit of an understatement. It's a lovely place this. In the area, pop and just have a look. I believe the owner of it, because I think it was up for sale recently, the owner of Ludstone Hall was the fellow, is it on Poundland or something? Who founded and ran Poundland. There you go, sure it's him. Yeah, so we're going to go down this lane that takes us back onto what we know as the Rabbit Run. So let's go up here. Right at the moment. So this is, I suppose, what this bike is made for. Here we go. Peter, Lanes Explorer, one of your specials. I want to call roads like this the Lanes Explorer Road. Because these are the roads that Peter loves to go and seek out up in the Lake District and Cumbria on its Hunter 350. But yeah, this is the terrain you would find a bike like this. It's going to help you to deal with, you know, pretty much unmaintained roads with a lawn down the middle. So yeah, right. Let's tell you about how I've come to own the Bear 650. I took my, as many of you know, watch the videos, I took my Hunter, myself and Paul took our Hunters to QB Motorcycles to have our hide tyres fitted a week last Tuesday. And as I used to keep me away from motorbike dealers, and whilst I was in there we were looking around, and we saw the bear. There were 3 bears in there, 3 bears. The jokes just write themselves, don't they? There were 3 bears in there. There was the black one, the black and silver. There's the so I'm watching this road surface here. Teal, green and white, the 49. You know, sort of that limited edition, the special. And there was this. And this immediately I thought, wow, the blue seat and the look. I just loved the colour sway. And so I got chatting, and I said, you know, would you be interested in taking me CCM in Part X? And they were. And within probably half an hour, the deal was done. The deal was sealed. So thank you QB Motorcycles in Quarry Bank near Cradley Heath for doing a great job with putting the tyres on the Hunters, and thank you again for showing me bikes that I can't resist. And so yes, we ordered it, and they kindly delivered it yesterday. It was 0 miles on the clock, so this is its first ride out. And I really like it. I really like it. You probably know I owned an Interceptor before, and I'll Part X my Interceptor, believe it or not, for the for Pocket Rocket, the Royal Enfield Hunter 350, which I do have no regrets about doing, so I absolutely love that bike. It's an awesome bike. So that's what happened to my previous. There's nothing wrong with the Interceptor 650. It was just, I thought, you know, it doesn't really fit with the bikes that I got, because I'd got by then, I'd got the Tron Speed Twin 1200, and so I Part X and got the 350. If you're thinking this is an upgraded Interceptor, it isn't. It is not an upgraded Interceptor in any way, shape or form. It's got a lot of sort of the it's got the Interceptor sort of DNA, I think, but it's a bike in its own right. It's taller than the Interceptor. It's quite a tall bike for me. I'm on tiptoes on it, but I managed okay with that. Tiptoes, if I lean slightly I can get onto the ball of one of my feet, which is how it's always been with me, because I've got such short legs. And if I managed the Triumph Tiger Explorer 1200, which was just a behemoth of a bike, the flying armchair, with my leg length 29 inches, then yeah, this is doable for me. But what I would say is, if you have got if you are short in stature or your legs are short, it might be worth considering whether this is the right bike for you. I'd probably test ride it. If you've got any doubts, I would probably test ride it. So yeah, so that's what happened. The CCM has gone. A little bit sad, but the CCM had become very much an ornament. It went out probably twice a year, did 150 miles and got MOT'd and put back in the garage. Became a bit of an ornament, and I'd always wanted to be a sort of an ornament. But unfortunately, she won't let me put it in the house. And your ornaments have got to be in the house, haven't they? You need to look at it. And so yeah, it's great. I'm happy to have owned one. I had some great fun on it, but now I've got something that I can have a whole lot more fun on, because this will be used. By now you'll know that the bike in Wales for this summer is the Gorilla. So this means that I've got 3 bikes at home now, which I'll be rotating when I'm at home, which will be the Triumph Speed Twin, the Hunter 350 with its glorious tyres, and now the Bear 650. So yeah, But you know, you can hear the engine. I'll shut up in a bit and let you hear the engine. But it's got a lovely whistle on the intake and the slow down. It just sounds glorious. It's smooth. The gear change is buttery smooth. It sounds wonderful with a standard pipe. I don't think you need any more. We'll see. I do, you know, something might come along that tempts me. You never know. But at the moment, quite happy with how it is. Yeah. So there we go. So I've got the CCM was a 650, so it's been replaced with 650. This is just going to be much more usable. The CCM, you always felt a bit guilty about using it because it's such a beautiful thing. Well, I did anyway. And but this is equally beautiful. The colourway, absolutely fantastic. Love the colour. Mirrors, can't believe it. I've finally got a bike where I haven't got to change the mirrors. And so I think that is mainly due to the width of the handlebars. That means I'm you know, that's further out than the width of my body. Yeah, so we can have a lot of fun. Name wise now, I don't need to ask you guys to come up with names for me because I've already got them. And I'm a child of the 60s or late 60s and the 70s, and if you're going to have a bear, there's only one name you can call it really, isn't it? Well, if you call anyway, you know, we could call him Paddington, but that's a bit, yeah. Rupert, yeah. You know, nice bears. We like Rupert, we like Paddington. Nothing wrong with them. Very nice bears, very amicable guys. But there's only one bear for the 60s and 70s generation for me, and that's Yogi. So this bike name is Yogi Bear, and somebody said the other day that Pocky Rocket, the Hunter 350 with his new tyres, it's a bit of, I think it was you, Peter, wasn't it, Polaris Explorer? Peter says that looks like a small bear, and it does, doesn't it? So Pocket Rocket may be getting I've already got in touch with the deed poll people, and Pocket Rocket is going to become, in the not too distant future, Boo Boo. So we've now got Yogi and Boo Boo, and Paul hasn't lost the irony hasn't been lost on him. That in my collection now, I have, let these cars go, I have a hunter and a gorilla and a bear. I know the gorilla's not an animal gorilla, before anybody says it's not the same, you dickhead. I know, but for the purposes of this exercise, we'll pretend it's the animal gorilla. So I have a hunter that seems to have acquired himself a gorilla and a bear. He went out looking, hunting, and he came back with a gorilla and a bear in the menagerie. So yeah, so welcome, say hello to Yogi, and you'll be saying hello again after the next time the Pocky Rocky comes out with his new identity. He's identifying as Boo Boo. So there you go. The name was easy this time. So yeah, we'll just have a chat about it. It's just the colourway, just for me, is I really haven't hit the nail on the head. Andy at QB was telling me that they weren't going to bring the yellow ones to the UK market, and Glyn Owen, how you Glyn? asked me when I was at the bike show if I could ask the guys on the Royal Enfield stand if they intended to bring out a yellow bear, and I said no, we have no plans to do that. So Glenn, there is the yellow ones are in the UK, mate. If you're interested, it's great. Uh, it's a very smooth ride. As I say, it's a tall bike. It's a heavy bike. I think it's 214 kilos. Don't quote me on that. I think it's around something like that. It's a very what's the word? Dominating. Good riding position. You are looking over the tops of the cars in front. It feels really planted. My wrist is aching like Billy-O at the moment, my right wrist, so yeah, and it's not for that reason before you say anything. But it's been aching a while. I think it's to do with the DIY work that I've been doing. So a bit of an achy wrist. Yeah, but it's so smooth, and I'll shut up and let you listen to the engine a little bit around these winding roads. Straight down the pothole, what a plonker. So as you'll recall from if you watched the Church Stretton video, I was thinking there's going to be no bike changes this year. You have to keep sending me into motorbike shops. It's like sending a drug addict into a crack den. You just don't do it. Don't do it. But so yeah, I thought, yeah, it's bad, not for me. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm an impulsive buyer. I buy because something's caught my eye. I like the look. I'm very much, yeah, definitely an impulsive buyer, much to the detriment of my bank account. But yes, there's that lovely whistle there. You probably heard it. But I think it's definitely considerably taller, a handlebar height, than the Speed Twin. The seat, comfort-wise, it's quite a firm seat, but not uncomfortable. So yeah, seat-wise, happy with that. It's a bit of a stretch. My arms are pretty much fully outstretched. I'm not bothered about that. Some people might be. I'm not bothered about that. But yeah, it is a bit of a stretched out arms, but not an issue for me at all. So I'm leaning slightly forward. taller person with longer arms would be probably more upright. Foot pegs position, they are ever so slightly set back, but not too acute an angle, so I'm okay with that position. The brake lever, rear brake lever, is very close to the case, the crankcase, so you do tend to rub your boots on the crankcase. Well, I do at the moment. I'm becoming aware of it, so that'll probably stop me doing it. Your foot does come into contact with the crankcase. But all in all, very, very comfortable. I could do 200 miles a day on this if I went touring on it. It's not a bike I'd have any intention really going touring on. I found that the Speed Twin is just perfect for me for that. But if I wanted to do a short tour, a couple of nights maybe, I would potentially go on it. Very nice. Where am I? I think where I am. We'll probably head back towards Stourbridge. If you've got any questions, as always, please feel free to ask away. I will answer them all, but sometimes it might take me a bit of time because normal life gets in the way of what I'd like to be doing. But yeah, if you do any sort of questions, anything you want to know, please feel free to ask, and I will answer, but bear with me and apologies if it takes me a little bit of time to answer you. I've still got a few to answer from a couple of weeks ago. No, last week, not 2 weeks ago, so not too bad. Service wise, the first service is at 310 miles, 4,000 RPM, don't exceed that. I have connected my phone to it to try to use the Royal Enfield navigation app, but it connects, but for some reason it won't plot a route, so I need to work out what's going on with that. But I have connected my phone to it. It's not quite an easy process to do, and I will have a bit more of a play with that and maybe do some videos or talk about it in a video with the it's got the same on the Gorilla, so when I'm in Wales to do that. I am bursting for a wee, which is not unusual for me either, so I'm heading home now. Yeah, first service, 510 miles or 511, something like that. The price for service, couple of £100, 199 for QB. QB and the service that I get from them and Paul is just second to none. I know, you know. And I was working out earlier, I think I bought 5 Royal Enfields from them over the last 5 years, and they give me absolutely brilliant service. If you're looking to buy a Royal Enfield, please consider going and giving them a try. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I really don't think you'll be disappointed. I've never been disappointed. So yeah, within a couple of weeks this will be due for service. So I've got to keep it down to that below that 4,000 or at 4,000. Maybe lower slightly now. But you know what? I'm not needing to, unless I took it on a motorway or a fast dual carriageway. I don't think I'd be needing it, to be honest. Because you got just over 50 mile an hour at 3,500 revs. Just concentrating a little bit here because some of these bends catch you out on this road. So yeah, I think the first service is just the valve clearances get adjusted, and the oil gets changed. So yeah, get yourself in there, hopefully get that sorted. So what I'm going to do, I think I've told you all of the key points about it. I believe the The fuel economy is around 60 to 70 miles per gallon. Lovely church that is. So reasonably economical. You got that lovely 2-into-1 exhaust, so it's a different sound, slightly different sound to what you've got with a separate exhaust on the two exhausts on the Interceptor. And I think the key takeaway from this short introduction, is to say hello and show you if you think it's an Interceptor, it isn't. It's a bike in its own right, and they've kept it. I love the way they've kept the retro. Even although it's got a modern dash, it still sort of keeps a bit of a retro theme, I think, with the chrome effect bezel. It's so planted, it really does feel really planted. This is a notorious twisted section here. It's almost like a U, and many years ago, Paul will tell you, this is where the youngsters I didn't, I was a very good boy, used to come and test at what maximum speed they could get round this at. And as you'll imagine, there were quite a few unfortunate incidents off the back of that. But yeah, there you go. No vibration anywhere. So buttery smooth, the gear change. I'm probably going to adjust they are adjustable, which is good. The clutch and brake lever, front clutch and brake lever are adjustable. So I'll probably be doing that later because I've got short fingers. Everything is short on my body, and I mean everything. Yeah. So yeah, tell me what you think. Ask your question. Tell me what you think. What's coming your way? Wales videos are coming your way. The Ireland videos are still ongoing. Day 3 of 7, and loads more still to come. Thank you to everybody that interacts. I really appreciate it. Love the comments. Love the banter from some of you. Paul Holmes, from mentioning no names. Epic banter. Great stuff. And you, Mick, Grey Wolf, some great witty lines from you as well. So on that note, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. Look forward to hopefully chatting with you in the comments. And on that note, I should say, take care of yourselves. See you soon. And ta-ra a bit. Oh, by the way, I've used an ND8 filter with manual settings. Interesting to see what you think of the quality of the footage. ND8 filter, 4K, 50 frames per second. This is one for you, Dave, Tartan Black Country Tourist. 4K, 50 frames per second, ultra wide, shutter speed 1/100 with an ND8 filter. So let me know your thoughts on that, and yeah, take care of yourselves, see you soon, and ta-ra a bit again.